We're very happy that KHF has partnered with Strathmore Business School and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to talk about this and to have some catalytic efforts to promote women and to recognize women, upskill them so that they can take up positions of leadership in the healthcare industry in Kenya.
From the Ministry of Health, we are really doing a lot. I can assure you that one of the things that we are really looking out for is the issue around gender parity. We really are deliberate on ensuring that even as we continue improving on our policy framework, on our legal framework, we want to see everybody, all hands on deck, the men, the women, participating equally towards ensuring that we achieve this very important objective.
As we work towards achieving gender equity and equality, it's good for us to look at the underpinning factors that affect the empowerment of women and also the need for men to also come into the space in terms of this support as well.
My entry position was a nurse, Kenya Registered Community Health Nurse Diploma, and the task which I was allocated was to take care of the HIV positive children. And this was challenging for me because I did not have any expertise on it. So later I undertook a diploma in social work and community development, which helped me so much in taking care of the HIV positive children.
My journey to leadership started a while back when I was in secondary school. So while I was in Form 3, I became the governor of the school. So from there now, all my tutors or my teachers were encouraging me to go and do management courses.
I thought I should sharpen my nursing skills later and move on. And I went to the facilities where I was practicing previously. I went and asked for an internship position and I was granted for 3 months. Later, a position arose for a nursing position and I was interviewed and I was successful. This time it was under new management and I took the challenge because this time it was a very low pay. But from there, I have been able to move up to a facility in charge within a duration of 2 years.
So I have been more interested in policy issues, and that is how I got myself to work more in the health sector, where I have been part of the policy shaping conversations, where I have already participated in the reviewing of the draft National Sanitation Management Policy.
Kupitia mafunzo mbalimbali ambayo niliweza kupata kuhusiana na mambo na uongozi, niliweza kujishirikisha mambo ya kuwa kiongozi, na kuna wakati nikachaguliwa kusimamia mambo ya shule na nikafanya vizuri kwa ule muhula wangu, na ikaendelea nikaja nikachaguliwa wakati mwingine kiongozi kwa kijiji.
I've been working for mental health spaces I can say since COVID period. I ventured directly into health sector, and that is how I advanced my skills more, and I ended up being like a lead psychologist in one of the rehabs in Nairobi.
Working in the health sector and being able to also coordinate, we pride ourselves with a team of at least 400 to 700 volunteers who are available. And amongst them, we have at least 100 life members. This means that part of our resources are generated from membership. But also it means we have a whole team of youths who are dependent upon us having activities for them to be able to contribute and work in the community.
So what are some of the challenges that personally I faced, and what are some of the challenges faced by women in the C-suite executive? Being treated equally. It's perceived that women are less effective leaders than men. And that means that for a woman, you have to work so much harder to prove yourself, to be respected, to show that you can actually do the work. And this creates an impact at the workplace, at household level, and it goes and affects even up to communities, and it is not a sustainable thing.
Jamii yetu hawaamini kuongozwa na mwanamke. Wanaona mwanamke ni wa kukaa jikoni. Sawa, wakiona mwanamke anajitokeza kupigania hata kama ni mambo yana uongozi, wanaanza kukupa majina ambayo yasiyofaa. Wengine hata wanaweza kuona huyu hana maadili ya kuwa mwanamke mzuri, kwa maanake anaenda kupigana na nafasi za wanaume.
It's more difficult for women to make their ways to the C-suite because there's the perception that women over-prioritize their families, or will over-prioritize their families over the work.
Being a woman, it seems like I have a lot of commitment, social commitment back at home. So inaonekana ni kama I can't perform my duties well when it comes to leadership role in healthcare, which that's not true.
Financial challenges have been one. Sometimes getting permission to go to school was also a challenge. I had to forego my leave so that I could study. So I stayed like 4 years without going for an annual leave. But because it was my personal decision, I took it off and I moved on.
You find like when you are assertive about some issues, especially regarding gender sensitivity and all that, you might end up being termed as being opinionated, which does not really sit well with people.
For a man showing up in a suit, you are respected, you are a man. But for a woman, how you dress, how you look, the tone of your voice, there's so many hurdles you have to overcome before somebody actually listens to the message that you are trying to deliver.
We really have to be deliberate in ensuring that we are deepening the participation of women in leadership. We really have to make sure that now we are paying more attention to the kind of discrimination that we are seeing in the workplace that makes it very difficult for women to advance to these positions of leadership. We have to pay special attention to issues around violence against women in the workplace, which also play a very big role in curtailing the advancement of these women into positions of leadership. We have to pay deliberate attention to mitigating some of these issues.
The UN tells us it's going to take 140 years for there to be equal representation at the workplace if we are to go at the pace that we have currently. So we must accelerate to achieve equality by 2030.
Gender equality is not only an ask, it is a right.
Kile ambacho naweza waambia hawa vijana wetu ambao ni wadogo, wasife moyo. Sahi akisimama na mtu kama mimi naweza kumwambia mtoto mdogo aweza niambia nini. Lakini kama uko na hiyo passion, please don't give up.
Just go for it. Just go for it. Believe in yourself that you can do it and go for it.
This is a call to all actors and especially the government agencies to ensure that whatever regulations, whatever policies we are passing are responsive, are gender responsive. And not just passing policy, but also even in our budgetary allocations and planning, let us make sure that we have an additional budget that exclusively responds to the needs of women and girls.
I'm looking forward to us having opportunities where girls from Kwale are confident enough not to just vie for politics, but to come out and so that people can actually see that they are capable and they are well versed in understanding their health issues, and they can speak about them freely without having to worry about stigma and things like that.
There is a symbol in my life on my motto. The symbol is that sliding stone which is in the river, has a lot of lilies, so if you step on it, you slide off the stone. If you want to step on me so that I go down, you slip off, you fall yourself and leave me moving. Thank you.
This study that Strathmore will be doing is getting me very excited because it's going to take this country to the next level.
Organizations that have embraced gender equality and equity have demonstrated to have better results than organizations that are not diverse or do not have many women represented in positions of leadership or decision making.
We need to be advocates for ladies in the workplace, not only to be leaders in the healthcare space, but we have to be able to nurture this talent from the point of internship and as they're working.
We really have to promote equal access to leadership across all levels.
We're here to say that as Kenya Healthcare Federation, we are supporting women in the healthcare space. They contribute a lot to the entire value chain, and our work is to provide an enabled environment for them to work, contribute, both in equity, equality, and parity. And we support that fully. Thank you.